Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The days of spirituality of the Salesian family are an unmissable appointment among those who, despite the multiplicity of different charism, recognize in Don Bosco a beacon and a guide for their life and mission in the church and in the society. In fact, they have been going on for 40 years and were also held last year, albeit with the necessary changes and attention at a time when the COVID-19 pandemic has shown its hardest face. Currently, the Secretariat for the Salesian family, led by the Central Delegate of the Rector Major, Father John Louis Playa, is working on the next edition, which will be held in mixed mode in presence in Turin, Borgo, and with digital links from 13 to 16 January 2022. As per tradition, days of spirituality at the thematic level will serve to deepen the message of the strena of the Rector Major for the new year. The guideline, therefore, will be drawn on the basis of the motto already announced last July by the Rector Major, "Do everything for love, nothing for strength," a theme taken from the wisdom of Saint Francis de Sales, the Geneva bishop that Pope Pius IX proclaimed Doctor of the Church. I dedicate this victory to a person who for me was a teacher, a father, a guide, Don Aldo Rabino, and I would like him to be here. But I am sure that from up there he looks at us. These were the first words of the new Mayor of Turin, Stefano Lo Russo, elected to lead the Piedmontese capital after the ballot last Sunday and Monday. Geologist, 45-year-old, the first citizen of Turin, thus wanted to claim and present to the citizens his Salesian formation, which played a decisive role in his life and his political career. Lo Russo, until now a full professor at the Polytechnic of Turin and who has also been a member of the City Council since 2006, has climbed the academic world starting from technical schools. His family had modest resources and chose that path for him because if school costs too much, the boy could still start working. The Solation Cooperators SSCC of the Inter-America region held on Sunday, 17th October in digital mode, their second formation meeting on the theme, Leadership in the Association of Salesian Cooperators. Almost 300 Salesian Cooperators from the 13 countries that make up the region and from other countries outside the region took part. Alfredo Algandar, SSCC coordinator of the province of Mexico North, welcomed all the participants. Subsequently, Francisco Barciaga, World Councillor of the Inter-American region of the SSCC, also addressed a few words to the participants. The guiding theme of the event was then illustrated by Father Alejandro Zepeda, SDB, who encouraged the participants to assume leadership with the characteristics presented by Don Bosco and expressed in the statutes of the Project of Apostolic Life, PVA, to avoid getting lost in attitudes and commitments that have nothing to do with the Salesian charism. He therefore suggested that see, listen and grasp what touches the lives of today's children, adolescents and young people. Experience an authentic compassion to let oneself be led by the Holy Spirit who keeps in constant movement, and to remain faithful to the promise made with a fervent desire to serve God and His most needy children. With great joy, music and welcome, the Salesian presence of Vitoria welcomed from 1st to 4th October the extraordinary visit of the Councillor for the America South region, Father Gabriel Romero. During his stay, the regional councillor spoke with the educators of the Salesian presence of Vitoria and the students of Salesian Institutes Jardim Camburi, Nossa Senhora da Vitória of the Salesian University Center, Unisales and of Sesam ES, and with the young people of the festive oratory. In addition, he presided over the Mass and blessed the whole Salesian family. For the coordinator of pastoral care, Luis Fernando de Oliveira, SDB, Father Romero's visit aroused a feeling of gratitude and encouragement. His words, addressed to educators and young people, have aroused a feeling of gratitude for being part of this family spread throughout the world. And we are particularly grateful for his words of animation, which encourages us in the mission of educating and evangelizing. The Borgo Olimpiadi 2021 sport activities, so loved by the children of the neighborhood and beyond, ended on October 17th at the Salesian work, Borgo, Ragazzi, Don Bosco. This year, despite all the difficulties of the pandemic, 140 athletes took part, including children and young people, and about 40 foremen, animators and organizers who challenged each other in the courtyards of the oratory. After performances in individual disciplines including long jump, archery, vortex, throwing darts, weight throwing, speed and endurance running competitions, the competitions of 3 team sports, football, basketball and volleyball and the final marathon were held. On October 16th, the Day of Spirituality of the Salesian Family FS of South Korea was held in digital mode on the theme of the Strena 2021 of the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Arteme, Moved by Hope. The event was attended by 256 users in the online platform, while the different groups of the Salesian family gathered in their own centers. The total number of participants in real time was over 350 units, thanks to the 10 largest groups of religious and Solation Cooperators gathered around maxi screens. For the Benedict Baek, SDB FS delegate of the province of South Korea, KOR, with a team of FS members, organized the day, which was opened by the provincial coordinator, Choi Won-cheol, with the reading of the identity card of the FS. Then, there was the intervention of Father Henry Wu with the reflection on the theme, The Way to Reach Hope Together, and a moment of sharing. Timothy Choi Won-cheol, provincial KOR, presided over the concluding Eucharistic celebration, during which he invited the participants to be a Salesian family that gives joy to many people and young people. With the trip to the shrine of Fatima, the meetings organized by the Salesian Vocations Ministry of Province of Portugal POR, called Meetings with Don Bosco, have resumed. This year, the meetings are aimed at secondary school and university students. On this occasion, the group of young participants went to Fatima for the celebrations of 12th and 13th October, bringing intentions, requests and prayers, and enthusiastically participated in the recitation of rosary in different languages and in the procession of candles of greeting to Our Lady. In November 1846, Don Bosco had the first bell placed on the Pinardi canopy. The bell was created in the foundry Mazzola in Valdugia in province of Vercelli. It weighed 22 kg and cost just over 88 lira to Don Giovanni Vola, who ordered and blessed it. Don Bosco used to remember that this bell would call all the surrounding young people for the feasts with an effectiveness equal to that of a sermon. In 1853, however, this bell turned out to be too small for the new bell tower of the Church of San Francisco de Sales, and so Count Case gave another, larger and more sonorous one. In 1929, the two bells were fused together. In Colombia, the Guerrilla War began in 1952 and caused over 3 lakh deaths while favoring the development of powerful drug cartels. At the Don Bosco Center in Cali, however, young people who have known only guerrilla warfare are welcomed and accompanied on recovery paths. Upon their arrival at the Salesian House in Cali, the young ex-guerrillas received the uniform and tools that correspond to the craft they have chosen to learn. They always wore the uniform when they belonged to one of the armed groups that are still blocking the peace process in Colombia. Already from the age of 7 to 8, these children were torn from their families and enlisted in the various guerrilla factions, forced to shoot, to throw bombs, to become servants of the officers, or even worse, sex slaves. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.